The Cheeseboy 628 Show, starring Cheeseboy 628.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Cheeseboy 628 here today giving you an OU tier Pokemon Showdown battle. This is actually a requested upload by my buddy, as you can see his name here, Gym Leader Pavka. Hopefully I pronounced that fairly close to being right. But anyway, we've got a nice OU battle here. I've got a pretty stally kind of team here with my Scarm to set up spikes, my Landorus T to set up the rocks, and then Jellicent just to spin block for days. And then I've got Karen B for shuffling around. Latios is just there to, get some sweeps and a bit of revenge kills. It is Scarfed, and Fortress just for spinning. Now looking at my opponent's team here, you see a Powdon, and it's kind of a sand team. So it's fairly standard besides Dusknoir. Now looking at my opponent's team, I'm not really worried about anything, not even the big threats of Infernape and Terrakion, because Latios is a timid Scarfer, so it'll outspeed with a Psyshock to the dome and you're dead. And then the rest of his team is kind of bulky, so it's really just about withering it down with hazards. So get those hazards up, most of his pokes are grounded, so that'll definitely wither his team away. Let's see how this battle goes. So I start with my Landorus T just to get the rocks up, and it matches well against any of his team except for Rotom Wash. Turns out he brings in Terrakion, so free chance to get up rocks. And now he brings in his Infernape. I'm kind of scared of some kind of special move, possibly HP Ice. Turns out it's the Overheat, and it hits my Jellicent for hardly any damage. Now it goes for the U-turn, and it's kind of weird since it's Life Orb, but I have seen it before. But yeah, I just go for the safe Scald. I don't really care right now. I mean, he gets the +1 from the Storm Drain. That's alright. I'm going to go for the Willow, just trying to get some residual damage, and I miss. Now it goes for the Clear Smog, which is really weird to be Life Orb. I mean, I've tried Life Orb Gastro before. It's alright. I mean, it doesn't have enough special attack unboosted, and it doesn't have any moves to really boost it. But yeah, I've tried it. Now, even though Infernape's a fire type, it still shows that I missed the Willow, and I'm not sure how many times it's shown so far, but by the end of it, I've missed 5 times in a row. And I calced how much of a percent chance it is. That's a 0.09% chance. So, thanks game. Really, thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Anyway, he Volt Switches, I ain't never scared, cause I got Jellicent, and I just walled for days, and look at that, I missed another Willow. I think it's the final Willow I missed if it was 5 in a row. Now, he brings in Dusknoir, and I'm finally going to land the Willow. I mean, about time. It's some nice residual damage on that big bulky wall too. So I could Scald this Song for days, but I also had the opportunity to go into Skarmory. Because he's burned, physical moves are going to do nothing. So now I had the chance to go for the spikes, but I accidentally clicked Brave Bird, which is actually kind of nice here because he goes for the Willow, so now Brave Birds will do nothing. So now I can set up as many layers of spikes as I desire, as he's just going to Pain Split, and that's really just harming his team more than it's harming me, because as I get more layers of spikes up, I'm just going to do very dandy. Turns out he brings in a Powdon, and it can't touch me. It can Whirlwind potentially, but I can just get up all my layers of spikes. And he's going to go for his own rocks. I mean, I have a spinner, and I'm not really too harmed by it, except for Kieran B. Turns out he goes with the Roar that turn, that's why he doesn't make a move, and so I'm faster naturally, so I'm going to go for the Whirlwind. Takes out his Infernape from all the hazards. That brings in Terrakion. I'm fine with foddering off my Skarmory now, and I can easily revenge with this Psyshock from Latios. But I'm going to go in the Landorus T here, get the Intimidate for the very easy kill with the EQ. But I want to maintain that momentum. Gonna go for the U-turn, and now going to Latios, as I think everything is in a range where Psyshock is able to take it out, except for Gastro, because Gastro is super bulky, and maybe even a Powdon because it has some nice defensive bulk. Turns out it goes into Terrakion, trying to scare me out, and potentially bluffing the Scarf, not really sure. But since I am timid and Scarfed, I outspeed him, and now he goes into Powdon, and I don't think I can take it out from this range. So I'm just going to go into Landorus T. I can get that Intimidate off. Turns out he just Whirlwinds me. It's not really going to help him too much. I do have the Ice Beam on this Latios. I am going to go for it, as everything is a 2-hit KO in this range, pretty sure. Turns out he just fodders off Gastro, thought he could take hits better, and it was close, but no cigar. So Gastro goes down. Now he goes into his Hippowdon, which is kind of weird. I think he should hope that his Dusknoir can take a hit, because there's no way it's taking an Ice Beam from a Latios. So yeah, finally he goes into his Dusknoir. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam, and it turns out it was with 1%. So if he brought it in earlier, I mean, it could have been a potentially closer game. But yeah, the Dusknoir is going to die at the end of this turn, and I will have the 4-0 victory. So thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, sub, and until later, peace.